Thank you. Okay.
Okay, Happy New Year, ladies, and welcome everyone. The mission for GSFE is to inspire, educate, encourage, and connect women so that they can lead vibrant, fulfilling, and abundant lives.
And that is our mission. And then today, our presentation is going to chime on that. And because that is our goal. And that is what, for all of you members and for all of you who are guests, so you would observe, you will see that that is what GSFE is all about. And so we have three guests today. We want to welcome Camille, Eva, and Prashant. And I told him that we are not just want to have ladies. And I know certain event we have all ladies only, but because we want to welcome men come to our meeting as an ambassador. And he is a speaker. So we just want to welcome Prasan that because he's one I met him and Susie met him too at the ISN, that Lisa Reed group ISN. So we just want to welcome our guests. And so you
What
can
about
see
Yvette? Angie, did you
Eva,
mention Yvette?
Eva, when did I meet you, Eva? I think it's at
No,
the
Yvette.
ISN too, right, Eva?
Yvette.
Yes. Yeah. Eva. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but we
And
also have
then
an Yvette.
Camille, how about you, Camille? Where did we, I think it's either
You,
at the
you and
Wendy
I
bar
met.
or at Wendy
You and
bar?
I met through Lisa Reed.
Oh, Lisa Reed, so ISN, yes. That is just a great group, especially if you are a speaker, because that is, help you to grow as a speaker. Okay, so Susie, now I know I'm not a test for Susie, that she always find a great quote for us, for all of us. So I'm asking her today just to start the meeting with her quote that always, resonate with us. Thank
Okay,
you,
Angie,
Susie.
Angie, just for a second. Did we welcome Yvette?
Yes, I did.
We did.
Sorry.
Okay. I want to make sure she's included and we didn't
Oh,
forget
where?
anybody.
Oh, Yvette. Oh, so thank you because she just showed up. Okay, Yvette, welcome, Yvette. And she is also our guest, and we met you at the ISN too, right? Yes. So welcome,
Okay,
Yvette.
good.
Thank you, Susie.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
make sure everybody's welcomed.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so for our quote for this month, it kind of goes along with our theme, which you'll see in a few minutes. A discipline that you create in your life is the motivation for achieving your dreams. So think about it again. A discipline that you create in your life is the motivation for achieving your dreams.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, before we start with announcement, because I know we have four guests, and I would like all our guests knows with all Just App is all about. That's why Susie, read about our state, our mission, but also we have many, many network, but this is the network that Susie and I run, and we do have a certain etiquette that we run. Number one, we would like to make sure that if you are in the area, in the public area or something, and if you're not talking, please mute yourself because we want to make sure that it doesn't disturb other people. Okay, because we appreciate you wherever you are, you decided to join. That is something that we really appreciate you. Okay, and the same thing with me. I am the director for this meeting, and I do not because this is how I run my meeting. I do not answer phone. I do not look at my text when I run this meeting. Why? Because I'm 100% focused on all of you. And in order to do that, I cannot be distracted by this phone. Okay. And I hope you appreciate that because I have to continue looking. If somebody raised their hand, looking at the chat, I want to make sure that I pay 100% attention to all of you because this is a very important event for me. And because of that, I do not want to be distracted. And I learned this from my coach, and I learned this from my business coach long time ago, and I learned this from my mentors, few mentors that I have. And I choose to do this. So we have announcement now. First, I'm gonna ask anybody has a birthday this month. We want to recognize and salute you. Okay, Eliza, when is your birthday, Eliza?
So every year my birthday gets overlooked because it falls right after the new year, January 3rd. So it's past.
Oh, January
So
3rd.
I will be
Happy
celebrating
birthday.
with people. What do you call it? Having my unbirthdays with people since we missed it.
Oh, great. Happy birthday. And
Thank
Holly, when is your birthday, Holly?
I'm on the first.
Oh, you are a January 1st. Yeah, birthday. Oh,
Yeah.
good. January 1st. Okay, anybody else? No? Okay. So happy birthday to both of you and from all of us. And so this is 2026. Okay. Second one, I always ask Robbie, you have your announcement. What is your announcement for this month or this year that you want to share with us?
Oh, let's see. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah, I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first thing I wanted to let everybody know is that we're happy that you're on the call and that we hope that those of you that are guests will join GSFE. Some things we have coming up, then international on actually on February 28th, and I don't have the information yet, will be a Loney call, in international call. And I think there's going to be awards. I'm not, Dr. McCullough said she would give me all the information on Saturday. So I don't know all the particulars, but normally when we have a Loney call, it's at 7 a.m. in the morning. The next event will be International Women's Day, and that's going to be at the University Club in San Diego. And that's an awards and entertainment and luncheon. And
And
I'm waiting to get all the final details of the costs.
what
They
day
came
is
up
that,
with
Robbie?
something, huh?
What day is it?
I told you March 8th, Sunday, March 8th.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
couldn't
And
hear.
it's
Okay.
11:30 to 5, noon to 5:30. And so those are the first, the immediate ones. And then I know that Angeline's going to talk about the retreat. But I'm going to be sending out an updated calendar, which has lots of events on it. So if you don't read your email, you won't see the calendar. So be sure to look for that. I don't have internet right now, but tomorrow they're supposed to fix my internet. So it'll go out on Saturday and it has all the updates on it. And then anytime we have anything new, we will add it to the calendar.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
So to add that, just to make sure that like I check all the member in my network, okay? And I know I just found out, for example, Eliza couple days ago, is that couple days ago? That I asked her and she said, I didn't receive this from you. So I started researching and then I found out that her email was entered incorrectly. So because of that, she did not receive anything. And sometimes we do need to follow up, especially a person or the new members or anything that have not responded to you and they said they're looking forward to something. If something has to happen. So that's what Eliza and I have a good conversation. And I appreciate that, Eliza, for you to follow up and to say, well, Angie, I haven't received anything from you. So because it was entered incorrectly. And we are human, we make mistake, but that's why we want to make sure we correct it right away. so people get the right email
Right, we
address.
send out the membership directory to everybody, so they should always check all the information there. Or if they change anything, the other thing is when they're filling out applications, they need to make sure they write very clearly. Because sometimes it's hard to read the writing, and that's how sometimes errors occur.
Yeah, and that's why we are trying to do the fillable application form instead of you having to write. But sometimes when you are in person's member, we give you the application, you can also do it that way. But with my network, all my network just enter it virtually. I mean, we have a fillable one, and that's why I think it's very important to do that. Okay, announcement now on retreat. Okay, this is the first ever we have a retreat for GSFE. So it is so this is will be, I don't know, Holly, we call it a test for to see whether this is an event that is something that the GSFE would enjoy, because Holly, that is her expertise. She actually hosts, I mean, not hosts, but she works to find a place for a retreat because that is her business. Her clients, a lot of them are using her for a retreat. Okay. And so she has helped Robbie and me to find the place, and she was given a big challenge. And the requirement Robbie and I asked, and especially with Robbie, Robbie is very passionate, but also she wants to make sure this place is somebody that is affordable. So it's not about, oh, this is a very not luxurious expensive place, but also it's a place where we can build sisterhood. So this year, and Prashant, sorry, this is only for women this time, and adult women too. And so because of that, we can only accommodate 34 women. And we give the announcement or the priority first for GSFE members. And so I know for you guys, for some of you that who are guests, if you would like um, to attend the retreat, then you do need to join a GSFE first. But later on, we will open it for the members if we still have more space available. So the space available is what? First come, first serve. So Holly, can you just go over briefly what this retreat is all about? Holly, the the voice is yours.
Yeah, sure. I think it's going to be super fun. And so there'll be a lot of collaboration going on. 34 women in one house, but it's a three-story house. It's got its own private pool. It's also got a big lagoon there. It's here in southern Utah, which is in St. George. So it's about an hour and 45 minutes from Las Vegas. So a pretty easy drive for any of you ladies from California anyway. There also is an airport there you could come into. There's to be continued some more activities that we're adding, but that we won't add an additional cost, except if we go to a play or something like that. There is an award-winning theater here called the Tuacahn. That's an outdoor with the red rocks behind it. It's an experience you'll never have anywhere else. So, and it's Les Mis is the play that'll be doing playing Friday night if we decide to take a group there. That's what we're talking about. And then there's also some free activities around the town, some special things that you can see and do, and a little bit of old time shopping and things like that. You want anything else, Angelique, or is that fine?
Yeah, and one thing too that Annette, Robbie can chime in. We want the objective this year again. We want to build sisterhoods. So that's why somebody may ask, "Oh my gosh, 34 ladies in one house for 3 days." Yes, it's going to be for us to get to know each other. This is a place when we build relationship. It's not for us to kind of like, oh, I don't like this, or I don't like I'm not saying complain, but it's more for us to build a relationship, because it's very important in GSFE. As I've been a GSFE for a few years, one thing is so unique about GSFE. We don't compete, we complete. So because of that, we support each other. We support each other mission. We support each other goal. But at the same time, there is also a responsibility that we have to carry. And a carry responsibility is that we have to be considerate. Okay? We have to follow what the GSFE requirement is all about. And one thing I know with some of you are new, so that's why I'm going to stress at GSFE, we do not get involved with religion and politics. Because as you know, I don't care no matter what a good field is, that there's always somebody that disagree with the topic. I don't care what it is. So because of that, we do not discuss religion. We do not discuss politics. This is not the place for it. Okay? And also we like to encourage somebody. We like to encourage each other. So this is what the place. So the theme for today, that's why we're doing that. We have, and like the theme today is about supporting each other, okay? And called Charting the Path Forward. Inspiration, education, and empowerment for 2026. So we want to hear from you. And all he asks just for you to provide us the positive feedback, okay, or constructive feedback instead of positive, constructive feedback. What GSFE, what you like to see more in GSFE. And I would like to quote something in here that that Robbie sent for, as you know, she always send every Monday, a Monday morning message. And I was moved by that, and because it is the same what we were going to talk today. Okay, so let me read this. As we move into this year, a new year is not meant to pressure us. It is meant to invite us. An invitation to pause, to breathe, and to gently ask ourselves, what do we want to grow in 2026? Who do we want to become? How do I want to show up for myself and for others? This is a beautiful time for us to begin working on our 2026 goal. Not with fear or overwhelm, but with hope, clarity, and belief. Goals are very powerful because they give us dream direction. When written with intention and faith, they become stepping stones instead of mountains. Remember, goals don't need to be perfect. They need to be honest. Progress comes from consistency, not pressure. Growth comes from believing you are worthy of more. So Robbie said, I truly believe 2026 is going to be a great year for you. A year of renewed purpose, a year of courage, a year of opportunity showing up when you least expect them. As you work toward your goal, continue doing what you already do so beautifully and spread kindness. So this is a message that to me is, touch me a lot, and that's what is go with the theme that we have today that Susie and I are going to facilitate. Because of that, I'm reading this first so you understand what our goal is. Okay, and I am looking at all of you. So if you have feedback, please raise your hand. Okay, so I can ask you questions. I can let you speak. Okay, And then I know all of you receive this worksheet, but don't worry if you don't have, because we're gonna have it on the screen, share it with the screen. But I thought it will help you to understand what GSFE for this, for today. Okay. Now, okay, so I am going to show on the screen. Oh, before to do that, I'm sorry, Susie, let me cancel this. I'm going to ask Susie, we have a special presentation today before we have a presentation. And Susie is going to present a Robbie Matters Perpetual Award. So she's going to explain what it is and who is the candidate that she has chosen last year for the last year 2025 candidate. And just to give you background before Susie presented, Robbie, I want to thank you. She started this award in 2023, I believe, right? 2023 or 24. So I was her first one, which I was just really shocked when she gave it to me. So she has to explain that to me what this award is all about. So, and Robbie, you can chime in, but basically she said this award is to be presented, to me because of my support to GSFE. So, Robbie, can you chime in about this award, please?
Yeah, it's a perpetual award that every year whoever gets the award then chooses the next year's winner. Like I selected, Dr. Makaka selected me, and that's what started it. And then I selected you, and then you selected who you choose, and then she selected who she chose. And then every year, whoever is the winner will pick the next year's winner. But it's to look at the members within our organization who really support GSFE and the mission.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Robbie. And so, Susie, it's your turn, and I am going to share okay, hold on. I'm going to share uh,
And only the person that's picking the person is the one that makes the choice.
okay, go ahead, Susie.
Okay, so anyway, before we get into that, I want to pause for a second because I wanted to welcome two other members that also logged on, and that is I want to welcome Joy Ruffin and Lauren Raguzin. I want to make sure that everybody is included and welcomed and mentioned, okay?
Thank you,
And
Susie.
number two, we just finished talking briefly about the upcoming retreat. And I just want to assure ladies that I signed up for the retreat. Nancy Ann signed up for the retreat, and we're going to be roommates together. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that the meals are included. Okay, so it's not just you're paying for your room. Is that correct, Holly? Our meals are included, and that is a huge benefit. Because if you had to go out and buy 3 meals a day for 3 days, that would be a lot. So, we're getting a great benefit in this regard. Okay. So, moving on, as Robbie explained, she got the award first from Dr. Makaka and then passed it on to Dr. Angie, and then Dr. Angie passed it on to me. And so it's my privilege to pass on the Robbie Motter Perpetual Award to Charmaine Summers. And the reason why I picked Charmaine is because she embodies the traits and virtues that Robbie has promoted. Showing up not only at meetings, but for your sisters, for your network, for your community. Charmaine has been the director of the Arrowhead unit of GSFE. Plus, she's very active in her community in Sun City and Murrieta and all those surrounding communities with seniors and all kinds of outreaches of charity. And she's always there for everybody, supporting Robbie and all the GSFE sisters. So I thought that it was a perfect choice for me to pass the torch to Dr. Charmaine Summers.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Charmaine. So
Thank you so much.
you have a couple minutes
Yes, I would like to say thank
acceptance?
you.
Yes.
Yes, I am so deeply honored. And Susie, you're the best example I've ever seen as well. You're just incredible. You're always there with your smile. You do so much. And I really honor you as well. So thank you. My journey with GSFE has been, I think, about 6 years, and I'm honored and grateful to be part of such a amazing nonprofit. My experiences with GFSE have been the greatest ever, meaningful, where I feel excited to grow safely and better equipped for whatever comes next. And to engage with such positive energy. The commitment to GSFV has been a game changer. Key commitments: pursuing goals, growing through challenge, collaborating with others, building a positive self identity, using good judgment with all. This is we are with amazing women and peers. And our example, our gracious leader, Robbie Motter, Lady Dr. Robbie Motter. Thank you so much. And thank you for hosting, Angeline and Susie. I can't say how honored I am that you chose me. Thank you again.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Again, congratulations, Charmaine. And beside the certificate that we will email you, you also will receive the trophy, and Robbie will present you in person. Okay? Because I know you in California, so you will receive that in person from Robbie. Congratulations.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
So I will stop share. Okay. Next is we're gonna take pictures, and our virtual photographer, Joan, is gonna take pictures. And if you can, please put yourself on the what you call that video, so then we can take your photo. Goldie, if you can do that, I appreciate that very much. So we can have your photo, and Joan is going to give us the signal what we need to do.
Yes. Okay, let me just close this. Yes, let's see all those lovely faces, ladies and gentlemen. We see your lovely face there. Let me just make sure I got the right. Yeah, right. Okay. First of all, Happy New Year, everybody. It's good to see everybody on here. All right. So all you need to do is just look towards the camera and put on your best smile. And I'm just gonna take a couple of shots. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'll give you 3, 2, 1 again. Oh, you all look so lovely. And one more. Okay, we're done. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
your
much, Joan.
cooperation.
Joan has always been there for me to support me and taking the pictures. So thank you so much, Joan, for your generosity in your time to do that for us. Okay, so let's start with our reflection and workshop. And then, so I'm going to show you now. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to share the list. You can see this. Can you see that, everybody?
Mhm.
Can you see? Okay, so we can follow through this, and Susie and I will do this. So again, just cite in your note and then you can share, please share it in the chat if you want, please, because I'm recording this and we're gonna save the chat. So then we can summarize, about your feedback and what we want to do for this year. So it's whatever you feel comfortable. And for some of you who are guests, again, we would love to listen to hear from you too. That is perspective again from you outside GSFE, and that's why we want you to join us and see what we are all about. So the topic, as you know, again, let me read it again. Charting the path forward, inspiration, education, and empowerment for 2026. So, the first one we're going to ask you, what is one meaningful goal you want to achieve by the end of 2026? Please put it in the chat. Now, I know this worksheet, I gave it to you so you can write it in your paper, I guess, here. But I would appreciate if you share with us either in the chat, okay, or by raise your hand, then we can ask you what your again meaningful goal is for 2026. Okay, so I'm trying to see if I can. Okay, so you can still see, right, the what we asked. Okay, because I want to make sure you can see the screen. Okay, so somebody can put it in the chat, and the chat will be safe. But if you want to talk and raise your, and again, please be brief because I only have 25 minutes to go over this. So, okay, Joy is first. Okay, Joy, tell me
No,
about what is your meaningful goal?
thank you. By the way, I don't have the sheet. It didn't come through in my email. So is there any way that you can put it in the chat so
Yeah,
I can
that's why
download?
I share the screen. Can you see the
But
screen?
I can't see it. I can't read it. It's not big enough on my screen.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
didn't raise my hand for that. You
Okay.
can go on with
So
somebody
that
else.
is
If you
what
could put
the
it in the
first.
chat, then I'll download it. Thank you.
Okay. So the first question we asked, what is one meaningful goal you want to achieve by the end of 2026? Now, if you haven't worked on it yet, it's okay. So put it in your note. And you do
Oh,
not need to share it today, but at least this is what we're going to ask you.
okay.
Okay.
I
What
have
is
mine
one
ready then.
meaningful goal you want to achieve by the end of 2026? And we can talk, and later on, by the end of the year, that's what we're going to revisit.
All right. I have
Okay.
mine then.
So
My
you have the
goal.
whole year. You can just, not today, but just put in your mind that. So that's why we sent this worksheet for you. And because this meeting is recorded, okay, I'm gonna send again, when I send the recording of this meeting, the sheets too, so you can review that too. Okay? So don't worry if you don't have it. If you can't see the screen, I'm gonna read it for you. Okay. So that is one we asked. And Lauren, okay, you have question, Lauren.
Oh no, I was just gonna, can I share my goal?
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. So yeah, what is your goal the end of this year?
So my goal is I'm launching my own GSFE network in North Carolina. And I believe I've already recruited someone to start a network in Georgia. And I'm going to be her co-director and she's going to be mine. So my goal is to also try to get other people to launch networks where we don't have them. And more so internationally. That's my goal.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Again, this is not something a pressure at this meeting. Everybody has to have one. I'm just asking this and just have the in your mind because this worksheet is for you. It's for you only. Okay. And Joy, yes, Joy, share
Oh,
that.
okay, thank you for your grace. I'm back now. I understood. I just like to see things ahead of time. My goal for 2026, and I'm excited about it, is to get out and do more professional speaking in corporations where women are rising to the top, and in conjunction with that, to be more profitable. That is my goal for 2026. And thank you.
Thank you. Again, see, so thank you for being open. And because we are in the safe place in here, no goal is useless or whatever, it doesn't have a meaning. Because it is your goal. It's not my goal. So because of that, we need to declare that. We need to be proud what we want to achieve. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, Now, this is the one that we like to make sure that we get your feedback, because if we don't get your feedback, we don't know what you like. Okay? So, what area do you want to prioritize? So you have a choice. Then you can put here business growth, you want to prioritize, or you want to prioritize about leadership. The third one, speaking and visibility. The next one is self-care and wellness. The next one is family and relationship, or other, because I don't know, other. And why we are asking this? Because that is what I'm looking for. If I get the majority feedback from you, okay, that is what I'm looking for the speaker. So I will search for the speaker who have the topic of the majority of your feedback. Okay? So if you don't speak up, I don't know. So this is so for you guys, for all of you who show up today, you are basically represent my network about what topic that you want to hear for 2026. Okay? So jot down and put it in the chat, because I want to make sure, I want to hear from you. And if none of this that I mentioned is under other, add something, what you want to see. That is how I look for speaker for that. Okay? So just to give you an example, and Susie's going to chime in, when I'm looking for area of focus for this year, okay, my focus is self-care and wellness. And I will tell you why this year. And I'm not embarrassed to tell people I will be 75 this year in October. Still a while, so I'm 74. To me, the most important thing at my age right now is self-care and wellness. Because if I am not healthy, I can't do anything else. Okay? Some people say, well, if you don't have money, you're not happy. No, I don't believe that. I have proven it to myself and with my husband. Happiness comes within, not external. Because of that, I have to take care of myself, and I have to make sure that I'm healthy and take care of myself. So that is my priority, and that's what I will put. I like to see something about us putting a priority to our wellness and stay healthy. Okay. So you guys have a chance to put it in the chat. I'm going to make sure I save them, and we have that. Any questions? Okay, Susie, what is your what do you want to prioritize this year, Susie?
Okay, I thank you for asking. I have two goals that I want to prioritize. One is helping more clients get healthy because, as you rightly declared, if we're not healthy, we can't accomplish anything else in our life. So I'm passionate about helping other people get healthy as well as keeping myself healthy. And then my number two goal is to make my best-selling book, Sow in Tears, Reap in Joy, an Audible book so that people that like to listen to audibles can choose that platform as well as reading the hard copy.
Thank you. Thank you. So Susie just give an example. This not just have one. And I know I did not share with you my second and third. Every year, I always have five. I always have my top five, but I just give you one just for you to start, because I don't want to, and then I'd be glad to tell you my top five. Every year I always have top five. Okay, but that is my top one. So thank you for share that, Susie. So it doesn't mean you need to have five priorities. It's up to you. But I learned through my experience and from my coaching too, that if you have too many priorities, guess what? We become overwhelmed. We don't know where to start. We don't know where to because it's just too many. Any
Mhm.
feedback on that, right? Because I learned that if we have too many priorities, we cannot prioritize because it's not a priorities anymore. So that's why I learned it works for me, but doesn't mean it works for everybody. It works for me when I have five. And it may change every month. Some people change, it's okay. But at least we can target that is our priorities. So, and I am not going to, I'm just going to pick one person. I hope it is okay with everybody because I like to just hear each time on the topic, just one person. And then if you don't have anything, it's okay. This is not about judging or stuff. And because I want everybody to get involved. First, now I'm going to ask a guest. Okay. So I'm going to pick the guest, Prashant. I'm going to ask you, if I ask you as a guest, what would be your priority this year?
Yeah, I think for me personally, I would like to have more visibility, especially through speaking, but also writing, because I stated before in the chat that I've written my book and I'm hoping to have that published in 2025. So that's my focus area, more speaking, more writing. So that's
Great.
where I would focus my energies for
Okay.
this year.
Yeah, and I noticed I have a lot of chat and oh, I really appreciate you guys are connecting with this and I really appreciate that. So thank you. That is one of your goal, right, Prasad? So
Mhm.
this is guess what? Robbie knows this. In our network, guess what, Robbie? We promote authors, right? Robbie asked, like, if you, for example, if you really is too overwhelmed or too expensive, too much of a big investment to be an author, guess what? You can be a co-author. Start that one first. And Robbie is one of the person that, guys, I don't know how many books she offer for people to be the co-author, and she provide the topic, right, Robbie?
Right. And we also, within the group, have three publishers. So we have three people that can publish books. You know, we have Angela, we have Randy, and we have Dr. B. So we have three different people. If somebody wants to get a book published, they can go to.
Yes. You see, so that is what we're talking about, supporting each other. Okay. So don't worry, don't get overwhelmed. Okay. So if that's one of your goal, let us help you. Let us help you. Okay. As being a speaker, guess what? I am looking for speakers. But guess what? My requirement is you have to show up.
Excuse me, who were the person's name for the um, publishers?
Why
And
don't you email me, rmotter@aol.com, and I will send you the three names.
AlmadaAOL.com.
Right.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you so
yeah.
much.
Yeah, and please put your email so we can connect with each other for those of you who are new and we don't know. So this is one way for us to get to know you. I am the type of person I like to hear somebody's voice. And for those of you know, okay, I answer phone. The only person I don't answer is the one if I don't know who it is. So please, if you call me, if I'm on the phone, leave a message. I will call you back.
Also, Angeline, we have other network directors that are looking for speakers. So if the people
See?
will email me their topic and their short bio, I will pass it to the other directors.
Yes. So if you're a speaker, see, but you just have to show up because we don't want, because if you don't show up, people say, who is this person? I don't know. So that's why showing up is very important. Okay. Number three, the next question, skills you want to strengthen. That is what I like to see here, because then we will look for, again, the topic for the speakers, the strength, the skills that you want to strengthen. Okay? May be different for everybody. So I'm going to pick somebody in here. No, I'm going to pick a member this time. Okay, I'm going to pick Holly. Holly, trust me, I'm doing random. I'm not. Okay, so
No
Holly,
worries.
what
Um,
skill do you want to strengthen this year?
I want to strengthen my sales skills and my collaboration skills because I'm launching a retreat leader association, first of its kind. And so those are just some skills I'd like to sharpen up a little bit.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Collaboration. And you know what? I can use that skill too. Because sometimes, like I just lead and I speak and I need also to listen, So that is a great skill that I need to sharpen. So thank you for sharing that, Holly. Okay, so put in the chat and if and so because I want to make sure that we hear from you. So the next one, you know, I discussed that with Susie, right, Susie? We
Yes.
want a workshop. We're gonna have workshop. Our goal is the workshop once a month. Okay, the goal is once a month a workshop. Okay, and I'll share with you the workshop that we're gonna have for March that Lauren will conduct the LinkedIn workshop. And this is again to help all our members to be, Lauren, can you explain that, what this workshop is all about?
Sure. So we're first going to do one in February. I think we're going to do in January, but we want everyone to get acclimated in the new year. So that one is going to be for the directors and co-directors. And I really hope that everyone attends because I'm really trying very hard, to really, create more awareness, more members, et cetera. The only way that I can do that is for everyone to get more engaged in LinkedIn. And, LinkedIn, very different than Facebook. I am not an expert on LinkedIn, but I know a lot. So that is going to be February. And then March, we're going to open up and do that for the members. So what I'm planning to do is for the first one, if someone, I'm going to make it interactive because, some people may not have a LinkedIn page. And, I'm going to really talk to you about why it's important. Because if you're an entrepreneur, LinkedIn is where you should be. I am very active on LinkedIn. I don't accept a lot of connections. I only accept connections if I know the people. I'm very protective of my network, but as an entrepreneur, a lot of people like to, accept a lot of connections. I follow a lot of people, but I do know a lot about it. I know a lot about the algorithm. There's a guy, when we do this, I'm going to gift away like 5 books. There's a guy, he's the LinkedIn guru. He's amazing. I'm very friendly with him. You ever have a question, you can go to him. But so we're going to do it in 2 parts. First, it's going to be directors and co-directors. And what would be helpful too, everyone, I just put my email in chat. If there's an area you want me to focus on specifically, to build into the presentation, I'm happy to do that. I'm right now working on the presentation. I'm going to share it with Angeline, by the end of this month, just to get her feedback. If anyone else wants to take a look at it, because I'm all about collaboration and I'm all about making sure that this is a very productive and useful workshop for everyone. This isn't about Lauren just talking. This is about us all, engaging, collaborating. You guys ask questions. I don't know the answer. I may not. I will find out the answer.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So again, that is just an example. So, but we would like to hear from you. What workshop you would like to see to 2026? Okay, and then I will look for it, and Susie and I will work on that. Okay. So the next one, courage statement. So this is something I know it can be very, very personal, but if you want to share with all of us, we appreciate very much and put that in the chat. A courage statement. In 2026, I want to be brave enough to do what? To do what? To what? Not necessarily to do, but to what? So let me repeat. In 2026, I want to be brave enough to blah, blah, blah. This is, I know this is can be, like something maybe too personal for you, but if that's why I said this is optional, if you want to share with us, we would appreciate that. What? And I think in order for me to read the chat, I need to to stop the share first because it's not allowing me to do that. And so I can see the chat better.
Sure.
Somebody share that. Okay. In 2026, I want to be brave enough to,
Verlaine.
and I
I'm
am.
here. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. For Lane, thank you for volunteer. Okay.
Yes, I volunteered.
Okay, good.
I want to have enough courage to clean out everything in the house that no longer needs to be here and 4 storage units, two that were John's and 2 that are mine. And that is going to take a lot of courage and energy. And my foot has just finally gotten well. My ankle that was broken before Thanksgiving, that was when I was going to be doing a lot of work during December. But now I can walk around again. So I need that courage.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. I know it is not very easy, especially if you have to clean up certain things, like from your loved one who passed away. And I experienced that when my father passed away and my mom passed away. It was very hard to clean up the room, but sometimes we have to do that. And thank you so much for Lane for sharing that. Okay, so next one, gratitude and inspiration. Okay, what inspire you? What inspire you? And what are you grateful for today? So I'm going to ask Susie to elaborate that and continue with that about gratitude and inspiration. Okay, Susie.
Okay, so as far as who inspires me, definitely it's people overcoming challenges. And I remember that there were some things that Holly shared when she was making her presentation that she had to overcome. I know that there's things that Verlaine shared that she had to overcome. I know that there's things that Robbie has always shared that she overcame. I know there's things that Dr. Randy has shared that she has had to overcome. And I find myself reading always for my whole life books on overcomers in whatever case it is. I don't care if they got stuck on a mountaintop, their plane crashed, or, their life crashed in some other way, shape, or form. It's very inspiring to me to talk, read, and learn about overcomers. And then what am I grateful for? My abundant life.
Okay. This is something that grateful is really big to me because I feel very blessed that for the life I have, for the friends I have, okay, and for the family I have. Because of that, and for my best friend, my husband, I am very grateful and I am not taking that for granted. I'm very blessed. So every day, when I get up in the morning, I always say, "Thank you, God. I am very grateful for what I have." I don't focus on what I don't have. I focus on what I have. Because once in a while, yes, we're human. If I started focus what I don't have, oh my gosh, I can find things and then you get depressed, you're not happy. But when I focus on what I have, Oh my goodness. I said, what am I complaining about? Today is a great day because I have this. So because of that, I always like to focus on what I have instead of what I don't have. So thank you so much for, please sharing that in the chat because I like to hear from you. And the next one, your next step. Okay, this is your homework for your own because I'm not going to collect it. I'm not going to check on it because for you to put yourself accountable. Okay, one action, put one action. I'm going to quote this one action I will take in the next 7 days. One action, only one. One action that I will take in the next 7 days. Okay? You can share that with us if you join next month because Susie is going to be our speaker. But if you don't want to share it to yourself. Okay? But in my experience, if I share with other people, it happened because it just burned, it just encouraged me and I get really excited about it because I share it with everybody, put myself accountable for it, and because of that it's happened. Only one action I will take in the next 7 days. Okay, so the last one, how would you want to show up in 2026? Please put in the chat only one word. I like to see only one word. What you would like to show, what you want to show up in 2026. Just one word. One word. Okay. Eliza say whole. Lonnie, Lawrence Ragusan, Stellar, Dr. Lori Davis, fulfilled. Yvette, thank you for sharing. Peace, Goldie, Eva, compelling. And let's see here. Prashant, content. Wow. Okay. Evelyn, health. So this is very, very strong words. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Because this is something we would like to hear. Just one word. And I know I have 35 seconds here. So thank you for participating in this. I hope this is help you, but it's helped Susie and I because we are searching for topics. We're searching how we're going to grow GSFE, how we're going to grow our network. Okay. But to do that, we have to hear you. We have to listen to you. Okay. But we cannot get your feedback unless you show up and tell us. So I want to thank you for coming today to give your feedback. So we will compile this and you will hear from us next month with Dr. Susie as a speaker to start next month. Okay, so now I'm going to start for everybody to introduce themselves and please be brief to 60 seconds. Okay, and why we do that? Because before we start, Robbie, you can understand this. She was given by, Dr. Makaka actually praised GSFE members, right, Robbie? Because when we have a conference, virtual conference, that when Loni says you have 60 minutes, guess what? Most of GSFE member can introduce themselves in 60 minutes. 60
No,
seconds.
seconds.
Sorry, 60 minutes, 60 seconds. Okay. And how to do that, like me, years ago, I couldn't do it. I could not do that. But I have to keep practicing. I have to keep practicing. So this meeting, that's why I'm asking for 60 seconds or 90 seconds because this is a chance for you to keep practicing. So when somebody says you have 60 seconds, you know because you've been practicing. Okay. So I'm gonna start in the screen that I seen is okay, Lori, 60 seconds to introduce yourself. Okay. And then go ahead, Lori.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was waiting. I thought you had a timer there.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm Laurie Davis. I am the director of the Canadian Network, and I really enjoyed the meeting today. I love interaction. I love feedback. I like to hear what is on people's minds. My most famous work is to support others in the repair and restoration of their self-worth. I built a business around that, now 32 years in business. I still do that work. That's my pride and joy when I'm working with individuals whose self-worth has been damaged, and we can get it back on track. Because without your self-worth, when you have that intact, everything else is just easy breezy, lemon squeezy. So thank you for listening. Enjoyed all of your input. And Canadian Network meets the third Thursday of the month, and that is next Thursday. And Dr. Kay Sheffield is our first speaker for the new year. And she's going to talk about the blue zones. And I think some of you have heard about that, the Centurions and where they're living and all of that. So thank you so much, and have a great year.
Thank you. Okay. So thank you. And I have I timed it and I know I don't want to, and I have a timer in here, but right now I'm just doing that myself. Okay. And so the next person I'm going to have is Susie. Susie, introduce yourself, Susie.
Okay, hi, I'm Dr. Susie Mearswick, author, speaker, and entrepreneur. My business, about which I'm very passionate, is to make other people healthy with the technologies that I've been using for the last 15 years that got me healthy. And so that is one of my passions. My passion is also lifting others up, and I have my best-selling book. I hope to make it an Audible, and I actually have an appointment to begin that process tomorrow. And I also want to start a monthly blog. So that's one of my other goals.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next, I'm looking at here the pictures. Holly, Holly. Go ahead, Holly.
Okay. Hey, everyone. Holly Porter. I'm an entrepreneur, author, retreat leader, um, and near-death experiencer. After 70 days in the hospital during COVID, I was on a ventilator many of those days, and my life did just change. It shifted. So that experience redefined how I see leadership, business, and purpose. Today, I help retreat leaders, venues, and visionary entrepreneurs build profitable, heart-centered experiences. And while I share my story through my book, Near Death Shift, I believe transformation happens when strategy meets soul and when we lead with clarity, courage, and compassion. My work's about helping people create impact, income, and alignment without burning out or selling out. At my core, I'm a builder, truth teller, and someone who knows firsthand that even in the darkest moments, love is still present and more is always being revealed. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm so proud of you. All of you are, believe it or not, you all not even exceeding 1 minute. So that is great. So this is how you know that you're able to do that. So, okay, the next one we have our guest, Yvette. Yvette, introduce yourself, Yvette. Unmute yourself, please. Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Yvette Evans, known as Coach E. I am an author, a speaker, and a coach, and I help women build confidence and strategize to develop a rock solid plan of action that will increase their success in reaching their goals. My superpower is strategy and wisdom, and I help women to really manage their legacy so that they leave behind the things that they want people to say about them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Yvette. Great. Okay. 30 seconds. Yvette, you just did that in 30 seconds. Great. Next is our new member, Eliza. Eliza Cooper. Eliza, introduce yourself. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Eliza Cooper. I am a natural health educator, and I'm also director of a Thriving Communities Collaborative. And my goal and purpose and mission, they mesh, those two things mesh in terms of trying to create ways for the community and families to tear down the barriers to prevent them from getting the resources or having the knowledge that they need. It's nice for us educated people who know all this stuff to have that information, but now how do we share it with others? I'm also the author of a book called Holistic Health for Couples, so I would be really interested in anyone who's doing that kind of training to utilize the book and share with their customers. So peace and blessings in 2026.
Thank you, Eliza. Okay. Next, I have Joy Ruffin. Hi, Joy.
Oh my
Go
goodness.
ahead.
Greetings, everyone, and Happy New Year. I am Joy Ruffin, and the work that I do is as a leadership and signature style specialist. I've labeled myself the minister of enlightenment, awareness, and awakenings because, ladies and gents, we are the bedrock of society, and it's time for us to own tomorrow, awaken the power within us. And so, what I do is I help and I support women to own the innate God given power within them, away from all this traditional programming that we've been accustomed to and owning who we are. It's a wake up call for all of us in 2026. And I'm honored to be here and share with you. And I'm always looking for guest speakers. So I'll see you soon. Thanks.
Thank you. So the next one I have seen here is Lauren Ragusan. Lauren.
Right. So up until today, I was not an entrepreneur. I haven't been an entrepreneur. I was 19 years ago when Robbie helped me. I work for corporate clients. I do communications. I've decided to reinvigorate. I'm going to launch my Pampered Chef business again. I did this back in COVID, and then I had to shut it down when I got sick. So that's one thing. And then the other thing I'm very passionate about, so I'm a board member for the National Alliance of Mental Illness, where I live. And my goal is when I don't have to work anymore to support myself, I'm going to start my own affiliate network wherever I'm living. So I'm just extremely passionate about this. I just like I do for GSFE, the community manager. I'm the community manager for that LinkedIn page, and yeah, so I will probably start inviting some of you just to follow it, because I do all the writing and it's really meant to help people who are struggling with mental health.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next is our guest is Eva. Did I pronounce your name correctly, Eva or Eva or Eva?
Eva, you got
Eva.
it on the second try.
Okay. Okay, Eva, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Eva Venari, and I'm founder and practitioner of the Elevate Institute based out of Los Angeles. And I'm a world-renowned healer, international speaker, and best-selling author. I serve women in business who have been enduring menopause. We have that upswing of I feel good, and then the next day I don't feel so good. And chronic pain and want a holistic solution. Pills are not always the answer. I recommend and run retreats to reset the nervous system for clarity, focus, and to complete our mission through owning your power, through empowerment. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
Thank you so much, Eva. Thank you. Thank you again for checking us and GSFE. I hope you're enjoying today our session.
Thank you for the invite. Yes.
Thank you. And next is, I know everybody knows Robbie, but I always ask her to introduce herself. Hi, Robbie. Go ahead.
As you know, I'm Robbie Motter, the founder and CEO of GSFE, and I'm happy to hear all the great comments today because GSFE belongs to everybody. So thank you for being here and thank you for giving us your comments. We want you to be happy and we want to give you what you want.
Thank you. Okay, the next I seen here. Oh, I know, Susie, you need to introduce yourself, and I know we've been here. So go ahead, Susie.
No, I already introduced
Oh,
myself.
oh, sorry. So that's what I thought I did. Thank you for reminding me. See, I need co-director. Okay, Evelyn. That's why I'm looking in the pictures and then pictures move. So Evelyn, go ahead, Evelyn.
Well, Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Evelyn Gray of Organizing for Success, a productivity and stress management coach, and the author of Successful Organizing Strategies for the Chronically Disorganized. I help people stop chasing perfection and start making real improvements that really work in life so they experience less mess and stress and have more success by identifying, strategizing, simplifying, and then organizing. Through the simple, proven steps and supportive accountability, I help people move forward. And when overwhelm has taken over and nothing else has worked, often improving productivity up to 40%. And as I always say, if you can't find it in 30 seconds, it's in the wrong place.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next, we have Charmaine. Go ahead, Charmaine.
Okay, hello, I'm Ambassador Dr. Charmaine Summers, Director of Lake Arrowhead, and currently we will be hosting our meetings at Sunshine Mountain in San Marcos due to weather conditions right now for the next 3 months up in Lake Arrowhead. It's a little sometimes difficult to get up there with the snow and the wet street and just the conditions of the roads. So anyway, it should be a lot of fun because there'll be music and food, and we'll have our meeting before that, and it should be a lot of great networking, and what a beautiful environment to be. Um, I'm also a senior advisory for the city of Menifee, and I just completed a wonderful parade, which I've done for the last 7 years. And GSFE is a big part of that because without them, helping me do the socks, especially Robbie, Lady Robbie Motter, who shows up and brings her crew, and we all get together and we stash the socks, we do the popcorn, and then we get it to the seniors of our community and we hand it to them, and we sing Christmas carols, and it was a great, great event this year. So thank you for everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Charmaine. Next, we have Forlane Crawford. Go ahead, Forlane.
Okay, thank you. I'm very excited that I am finally publishing a planetary vision. Is what I'm saying in the subtitle is a planetary renaissance is possible, one that embraces both science and spirituality, technology and nature, individuality and unity. I have worked on this book for many years, constantly changing it, updating it, etc. And finally, it is what I consider ready. It's only 57 pages, and it has pictures, and I'm going to get it published, and then I'm also going to put it up on my website where people can just turn the page. If I want everyone to see it, and I think it's worthwhile for us to use as a blueprint for the future. The other things I'm doing is creating, John had a book that I was finishing of poetry and drawings, and I'm going to learn to have fun this year in the midst of all this, and to plan on possibly traveling to Italy, to Florence at the end of the year, or around September. Those are some of my thoughts for this year. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Forlane. Thank you. Okay, next is Joan. Joan Ruderward. Joan, go ahead, Joan.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Joan Rutter-Ward, visual media specialist, and I'm so excited that what I'm focusing on this year is my television program that I've had since 2015. It's an award-winning cable TV program. And my theme for this session is Awaken the Dream. And what I do is interview inspiring, interesting people that they're a resource, or just even hearing their stories from people. And so it's to inspire those to fulfill their dreams if there's something that they set aside. Also, I have resources that people can connect with. And so, Robbie, this is where your interview that we did last year is going to come in. Robbie, her main point is stop making excuses. So
Yes.
that's the theme of that particular episode that'll be coming up soon. So if anyone is interested in maybe being a sponsor or something, you can just contact me about that. The TV show, I've already had some episodes for this particular series broadcast. So, but I think I have like two or three right now. It's on my YouTube channel, but I can't put anything on YouTube until after it's been broadcast on the station. So if you have any questions or anything or want information, you can just contact me
Yeah.
and I'll be
And
happy to give it to you.
thank you. Now,
Okay.
for all of you that who has not put the contact information, please do so in the chat, okay? Because and I would like to see that too. And even though I know I have your email when you registered, but I want to make sure, please put your email address and phone number where I can connect with you. Okay. I like to have that because to me, I like to send email, I like to call, and I text too. So I don't just do things in the social media. That is not my priority to connect with people because I like to connect a person individually. That's my priority. So that's why I like to connect people in person. I like to call. I like to talk to people. Okay, so I would appreciate if I can connect with you in person. Thank you. So the next one, Christina uh, Lawrence. I see the next pictures in here, and I know she already told me she was going to be late because she has her important client that she has to take care first. And I understand that, some of us has a very, very valuable client that needs taking care of. And she called me last night and she told me that, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Christina. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I feel a lot less guilty. Having been late is easier than being early and feeling horrible about missing something for my client. But yes, I'm Christina Lawrence, and a special Happy New Year to all of you. I love you, Robbie, so a special shout out to you. And so I am a wealth management advisor fiduciary for 25 years who just a year ago launched a money coaching business called My Finance Power Up. And our goal, purpose, and mission is as a fiduciary to put the focus on our clients and to talk to them about their goals and aspirations and have a snapshot of where they are at financially. And usually it uncovers the desire to or the fear of running out of money. So we design and strategize on ways that we can live a happy life and, quote, never run out of money, but create lifetime income. And we do that through decision making and personal empowerment and personal planning. So that's about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I love my clients. We have a great time. I love seeing transformation, and I just love being a part of their lives.
Thank you. Thank you, Christina. Next we have, okay, the last one I have here is Goldie. Goldie, introduce yourself, Goldie. I know she's driving. Maybe I lost her. So I'm looking at the chat to see if she's still able to connect. Okay, I guess she lost us. So, but I really appreciate that she's trying to connect with us. So anybody has questions? So the next one, I am
Goldie left a message in the chat for you.
Oh,
She says,
Goldie.
"Sorry, I
Okay.
can't right now." She says, I'm multitasking at the moment, but just so you know, I'm a writer an entrepreneur, missionary, and author and public speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Goldie. So yeah, she put that in the chat. So please save your chat. And so the next thing I want to know, I want to just address that with you is the I hope this has helped you to really set up a priority and for 2026 and having a chart. And then please provide in your chat. We want to hear from you. Okay? Because if I don't get feedback, then Susie and I we're just going to decide what we want to have for the topic for 2026. And we think we know, but we would like to hear from you. So the next one, I like to promote author that I have not promoted. Okay. So one here that I have not promoted, and I know she's an author, Lauren. I know you're an author, and I haven't got a chance to promote your book yet. So
Yeah, so I'll
pick a
tell you.
book, pick a book, Lauren, that I can promote, and I will purchase your book, and I will draw this book, and we'll have a drawing. And what I ask for the person who won her book to please read the book and provide your feedback to her. It doesn't matter how you want to provide the feedback, but please connect with her. Okay.
So
She
it's an
has
anthology
provided,
book, it's
yeah.
just
So
like,
in anthology book, yes.
so
And so that
what
is
is your why? I was just in that one.
okay.
And
Is
that's
that what
about,
you want to, you want?
no, because everyone I think knows that book. So the book I was in, it's called Women Standing Strong Together. It was the
Okay.
first book I was published in. It was in 2022. It's on Amazon. 14 authors. I have my story in there, and my story is about when I was laid off in 2018. I was in a clinical depression for a year, didn't realize it. I know we don't talk about religion, but God is the one who got me out of it. And it's why I do what I do, helping people. Because when I was in that place, it was very dark. It took me a while to forgive the company who laid me off. I was very angry. So this book is something I have like 20 copies in my house because whenever I meet someone, if I feel that they could use the book, I just pop it in the mail.
Okay. Can you tell me again, what is the title of that book?
So it's called, do I have it here? No, I don't have it here.
Oh,
It's called Women Standing Strong Together.
Okay.
And I'll send you a link to it.
Yes.
So it's on Amazon. It's 14 authors. It was the publisher. Her name is oh, my memories.
Okay.
But I'll send you the link. But yeah, it was published in 2022, and it's a fantastic book. It's 14 stories of women who face tremendous adversity, and every story is extremely motivating and inspiring.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay. So I am going to, okay, I'm going to stop recording because that's